Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm very excited about filming this video today because I wanted to discuss the concept of in-between outfits with you and do a little styling video today. Just have a little play and a little styling moment. Every once in a while, I just have a moment where I feel so inspired and I just love to see my fellow content creators online just doing magical things. And every once in a while, I come across a new content creator where I'm like, oh, I love it. You are giving us the knowledge and the lore and this is everything I needed. So I was very inspired by two content creators that I've recently found on TikTok, new follows of mine, one being Rach Adams, a fabulous Canadian content creator. She just has been making the best outfits. I love her style so much. She doesn't gatekeep. She tells you exactly where things are from and she doesn't make you comment for a link or link to, no, she's giving us the tea. She's giving us the information that we need. And I just feel like she is like the epitome of just like fun and classy style mixed together. I've just so been enjoying her content and have been taking all the inspiration. She actually posted a TikTok in these pants and I immediately purchased them. Like it's not all the time. It's very infrequent that I feel that way when I am scrolling, but when I do, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been influenced. I have been influenced. And yeah, she's just been so great. And then another creator that I found recently, her handle is OK Lorizzle, Laura, and she just posts so many amazing styling tips catered towards different body types. She does a series where she talks about low effort, high impact dressing, which is like the epitome of what I'm always trying to portray and create when I'm getting dressed. Like just that idea of being functional and suitable for every day, yet having a touch of fabulousness there. And I think she talks about that a lot in the few videos that I've seen from her. So I've just been feeling very inspired and wanted to do a kind of like little styling update, planning the outfits for the week. The weather's getting warmer, the sun is out, and that means the sweat is upon us. So I thought it would be fun to just talk about this idea of in-between outfits, aka just wanting to feel put together every day, whether or not you work from home or you're headed out and about on the town, just wanting to bring those two worlds together of comfort chic and how that can apply to dressing. And I do think that every time I do a little like closet clear out or a little style overhaul, even though my last closet clear out was largely unsuccessful, it's just nice to be re-inspired every once in a while and get inspired to style up your clothes in a different way, or just find a creator who makes you think about something in a different way. It might be something that you're already unintentionally, subconsciously doing, but to have it put into words is always nice. So I thought we could just go through a few of the styling tips that I've been thinking about this week and seeing if we can put some fun outfits together. So to start, I have a list, darling. I've created a list. And this was very much taken from my absolute dive into Laura's content. So dear Laura, we adore you. Blessed be. So the styling tips that I've written down here are monochrome outfits with contrasting accessories. This is something we've previously talked about with Alison Bornstein in a few styling sessions that we've done years prior, and for some reason it's just something that doesn't stick in my brain. And it's the idea of, you know, wearing an all white outfit or an all cream outfit, and my brain would naturally gravitate to tying that together with a matching belt, maybe a cream belt or a cream lighter shoe. And Laura proposed taking that all white outfit and wearing a black belt and black shoes, and I just don't know why that never sticks with me, and I need to just, you know, be reminded of that again as we go future in styling and planning our outfits, and knowing that technically there are no rules and you can contrast as much as you want. I needed to hear that. Then she talks about the outfit split, and she said that instead of doing a 50-50 split, to do a 70-30 split, and that just comes in the length of your top versus your bottom. And so often the proportions can be off when you're getting dressed, and that's obviously going to be different depending on what your body type is, but loved the idea of just having that in my mind, like the 70-30 split, where I do really love to have a really nice long pant and a slight crop in my top. And sometimes when I ignore that, I feel like the proportions of my outfit are off and just like something looks wrong. So just to have that in mind is nice. Then she said elevating footwear, and that could be like wearing a kitten heel instead of just a normal flat shoe, or wearing a loafer instead of a sneaker. I love Alison Bornstein's wrong shoe theory being applied here. It's nice to remind ourselves of that. I think that's really great. And then she also says adding accessories that aren't needed but wanted. And so I guess that's the idea of like like wearing an accessory that doesn't necessarily go, but that's your fun element, your fun pop of something in an outfit. Or that's a really good way to take a very plain neutral outfit and accessorize and add a nice big pop of color, or just add some point of interest is always nice. And we've definitely been doing that while we're over here. And then she also talked about mixing oversized with tight fitting clothes. And that is a reminder that I could certainly have on a daily basis. I definitely love to just swim in my clothing, and I go oversized on both my top and my bottom. So to mix that up, if I do an oversized pant, maybe do a more tight fitting top, and vice versa. If I do a more billowy oversized top, maybe pair that with a slightly less oversized bottom. So mixing those up is a good thing to possibly think about to make the outfit look more cohesive. And then another styling tip that she had, which is something I've never really considered, but applying that same kind of like mixing and matching of sizes to your outfit with your bag. So if you're wearing a loose fit oversized outfit, maybe consider pairing that with a smaller little bag. And if you're wearing a tight outfit, maybe wear that with an oversized larger tote or a bigger baggy satchel. And I just thought that was fun. I never really considered the size of my bag necessarily, but perhaps it's something I should pay more attention to. And obviously always taking all of this with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, wear whatever you want, wear whatever makes you feel confident. The goal here is for you to feel confident and good in the clothing and the outfits that you're wearing on a day-to-day basis. Whatever puts a smile on the face, baby. You do you, wear what you want. But it is fun to see some tips every once in a while and see how you can reimagine some of your daily fits and what you're wearing. So let's take these tips and try to find our in-between everyday cozy chic outfit. So I'm starting off with this outfit, and I kind of already posted a similar vibe to this on Instagram, and that was my first little mention of the in-between outfits, where I was like, wow, I really just need to go back to feeling a little bit more put together on a day-to-day basis. There are so many days where I'm just working from home, filming from home, sitting on my computer all day long, and just far too often I opt for wearing a sweatsuit, or I just kind of stay in my slob and I don't do anything. And you know, back when I was filming the Little Fabulous series, I was doing much better about it, but it's really gone downhill. So we just need to find some outfits that I feel comfortable in, but still like put together enough, feel good in my own skin, feel a little bit more confident and put together, but also perhaps feel good enough to like leave the house in. And just finding a few more of those, the in-between outfits, if you will, my friends. So since I posted this cutie little outfit on Instagram, I have since got these pants in. These were actually delivered today, which was just like perfect timing. And this was so inspired by Rach Adams on TikTok. They are from H&M, and it was an instant influence, an instant add to cart. I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly the type of thing that I'm wanting to add into my wardrobe. They are literally stretchy waistband pants, which you guys know we love and adore here. Still black, neutral, will go with everything, but look at the fun fringe on the bottom. Are you kidding me? Like, this is such a fun addition to the everyday wardrobe. I put them on and Dan was like, those are amazing pants. I'm like, fine. I need to be recording it when he says these things, but I just could not believe how fun they are. They do have a matching top, but I decided not to go for the matching top because look, we can just wear this with a t-shirt. It's perfectly acceptable. I'm cozy. I feel like I'm wearing sweatpants, but there's a little bit of fun added in there. So this is like the perfect example of just having a little bit more fun and fabulousness with our everyday dressing. I paired it with a graphic t-shirt, LOL to my past life when saying that I was no longer interested in graphic t-shirts. I did have a phase with buying every single Anina Bing graphic t-shirt that I could get my hands on. I now have this gorgeous option from Uncle Studios. And then I have these cutie little leather flats that I got from Zara this last year. And this is kind of an amazing option of just having a shoe that's super comfortable and still looks very chic and lovely. I think these are going to be very well loved for me this summer. And then I did actually end up picking up this beautiful yellow jacket from Massimo Dutti, and I'm just obsessed with it. I think it's so good. I actually didn't put this on with these pants prior, but I think that's actually pretty cute. It's pretty fun. This is another one of those pieces where I did buy it on a whim. I wasn't, necessarily looking to buy a yellow jacket, but when I did pick it up, I was like, oh, this is already going to do so much for my closet. It's that fun pop of color, just adding that element of playfulness to an otherwise neutral outfit. Neutral and fringy outfit, but already I'm just living in it. It's a really, really light layer, so it's not going to be like too intrusive and too like sweat inducing going into the summertime, but still just adds so much fun to an outfit. So having a layering piece like this, I'm so thrilled. I'm curious now to see what this would look like actually paired with a blazer. That might be a fun little option too. This is actually a linen blazer that I have that could be a little bit more appropriate for the summer. I never wear my blazers. That is definitely a piece in my closet that it's in that love to buy, hate to wear. And I don't know why, because when I put this on, I'm like, oh, this is so cute and great. Ooh, that desperately needs a steam. But perhaps now that I have these really fun pants, that's like the playful, fun, more comfortable element that kind of contrasts this blazer really nicely. And actually, I love the shoes with it too. I don't think I would have put this together until this moment, but yeah, I think this is a great option. It's actually hysterical to say that I would be safe to wear a white blazer at home. This is probably a leaving the house exclusive, because the second I would like make my lunch or dinner in this, like, see you later. I would spill on this instantly, but yeah, this is certainly a piece that does not get enough love in my closet. So perhaps I start adding just a nice little tailored option into the mix for the in-between outfits, just to make it feel a little bit more dressed up. Sweatsuit, blazer, perfect. I also love the idea of pairing a pant like this with an oversized shirt. And since this is another huge section of my wardrobe that is a love to buy, hate to wear, I think I need to make this work for me on a day-to-day basis. Okay, maybe not. This is one of those rare occasions where I actually don't think that it's oversized enough. This is my little white shirt paired with this, and I feel like this is where a scarf really comes in handy, because whenever I put a shirt on like this, I feel like my neck is like too empty. It's left too gaping, but I still feel like this is a cozy little fab outfit that could still work. It just needs a little accessory. I actually do have a few little neck scarves, and I totally forgot about this one. This is so funny because I had bought this on Amazon and it was like silk scarf. I was like, hell yeah, that's amazing. And when I got my Amazon order, it was a totem knockoff. I'm like, I'm sorry. There was no branding in sight on this particular Amazon order I did. It was just supposed to be plain and patterned, and then it came and it has a totem. Oh no, I have this cutie little one, and I feel like the mixture of colors actually goes well with this, because there's blue in this scarf and there's blue in the stitching. I'm like, I like it when things match. I tied that really crazily, but I do feel like we're onto something. This could work. This is cute. Like, no, it's not the most like figure forming or necessarily most flattering thing that I could put on my body. This is actually going against the mixing and matching of tight and oversized. These are technically both oversized pieces, but it's adding that playful kind of misplaced accessory. The only question is, going into the summer, really, am I going to be wearing a tight scarf on my neck? Probably not, but I do feel like we still have many weeks left of spring, and it's not so hot every day. I still do live in Canada. We've got cool summer days on the horizon, so I think I just need to like pull these back out once my little vanity is set up. You best believe I'm going to have these laid out front and center so I can have them in my visual. But I do think this is cute, and I think we get the picture. We can maximize these pants and wear so many different things with them, so many different fun ways for it to be styled. Like, absolutely an essential, fabulous new option for the in-between outfits. I'm thrilled. The next section that I would really like to tackle are my maxi skirts, because believe it or not, though I love them so much and I do end up wearing them a lot in the summer, I think that I'm stuck in my ways in styling them in one particular fashion, and that is with my over-the-knee boot, which is not always a great option for hotter, warmer summer days. And I also never wear my maxi skirts when I'm at home. That's exclusively for more dressed up moments or when I'm traveling. So I'd really love to incorporate my skirts more into my everyday wear in this more casual in-between outfit scenario. So let's see what we can do. I decided to start with the black because I think that that's the most likely option for me, especially when being at home. It's just the most stain-proof, the most comfortable and breezy option, and it's obviously going to go with the most things. You can definitely have a lot more fun in terms of like the colors of a maxi skirt that you wear, or something with pattern, more texture. But I think just as far as staples go in the closet, black is like the baseline, my most worn for sure. So pairing this with a simple white tank top, this is a tank top from Dynamite. This is a perfect summer uniform to be able to just wear every day, and obviously we can dress it up in so many different ways. I also just realized that I literally still have my... Honestly, I'm so embarrassing. I get a lot of steps when I'm filming these videos, okay? I also just kept the same flats on, which, to be honest, I don't think I would have paired these together before, and I have no idea why. I just always, it's like maxi skirt and I go for my boot, and that's it. This is actually very cute, and if I were going out, if I wanted to dress this up more, I would just throw on a heel. But for just at home, schlepping around, perfect. I think the natural progression would be to add a light jacket. There's so many options we could choose. We could go for the yellow. Oh, see, the yellow's cute with this. I thought it would be a little bit too Bumblebee-esque, but I actually
really like it. Again, wow, sorry, Laura, I'm really going against the all over oversized, but what we could do is pair this with a small bag. I've kind of been ignoring the bags thus far, but we could go for a smaller bag to contrast the big billowy oversized outfit. This is so cute. I like this. Approved. We could also just do a nice little neutral option. Ooh, yeah, love this. It's still more on the oversized feel, but it's a little bit more cropped. So it's not doing the 50-50 split. We've definitely got the 30-70 going on here. Very fun. This could easily be zhuzhed up with a fun pair of sunglasses. And we could do the same smaller shoulder bag. Yep. One more option that I always think is nice is actually denim. I always think that denim is a good option for outfits like this. Whenever I'm putting together a more like neutral kind of simpler outfit, adding a pop of color with a piece of denim just always makes it feel a little bit more interesting. I think it adds a bit of texture, but it's still like a neutral. It's still considered basic, but a little pop of denim, it's a great option for these kind of in-between little spring and summer days. Love it. And again, like this is something I could literally wear at home. I could pop around my house in this and still totally feel cozy. Now I want to briefly discuss my jorts, my obsession and my love with my long shorts, because this is something that I wear very specifically. Like my maxi skirts, I usually wear these long shorts exclusively with my high boots. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just very much the in-between seasons acceptable outfit. Like I love to wear that in the fall and I love to wear that on cooler days in the spring. When we're talking like deep summer, there's no way that I'd be wearing like a tall, hot leather boot. No way. But I just feel like my legs in particular look a little bit weird if I don't. Like even right now standing here, I'm like, no, this looks crazy with these. Like it's not flattering at all. And this is where I certainly have a few little items on my clothing wish list, if you will, where I just feel like I really lack in the comfortable everyday footwear. And that's like a huge discussion on TikTok itself. People are always doing, there was the one gal who went like totally viral for trying to find the perfect walking shoe and the perfect walking boot. And that's me with just like footwear in general, where I'm like, I want to be comfortable. I like to walk around a lot, but with shorts in general, regardless of the length of shorts, I just don't love to have an exposed leg. I just don't feel very confident and cozy in them. And that's also because I have crinkle toes and it doesn't look really great. And even when I put a little heel on or a little wedge, I'm just like, yeah, no, I just don't really think that goes. We're getting derailed from the in-between outfits, but I mainly wanted to point out the fact that I love these shorts so much. And I wish that I would wear shorts more for my day-to-day, because it's nice and breezy when it gets super hot out or when it's really hot in the house during the summer. Like, yeah, I'd love to wear a pair of shorts. I just feel like I look weird in them, which is why I don't wear them so much, or just for very specific moments. Thank you for that moment, but let's go back to the styling tips. Let's talk about those contrasting accessories. I've put on a full white creamy outfit and paired it with some black accessories, a black belt and some black shoes. These are one of my favorite finds ever from last year. These are a wide leg pair of jeans from The Gap, which I'm very thrilled to be pulling back out for the spring and summer. This is my Arquette white t-shirt that I've just had forever. I love these so much. It's like the perfect boxy cropped fit. And I mentioned this in my little Instagram video, but kind of the unsung hero in my everyday footwear is just these perfect little black flats that I have from Jenny Kane. My crinkle toes, my little hammer toes have kind of made permanent little beads on the top, which isn't the greatest thing in the world. But this is just the perfect example of a great monochrome outfit. Very plain, very simple. Pairing it with black accessories where, again, normally I just wouldn't reach for these. But yeah, it totally makes sense. This looks so much better than if I were to have paired this with light shoes and a light belt. I think it gives a little bit of interest to the outfit, which is super nice. We can also add some black sunglasses. And I wouldn't necessarily consider this outfit like overly oversized or overly tight. It's kind of just like in the middle. So I went for my medium bag. It's my little Strathberry gorgeous suede tote. And I think this is great. We're dressed up and ready to leave the house, but still totally cozy enough to just wear at home. And I would just do the same with all black as well. If I wanted to wear black jeans or a black top, we could also do this with the maxi skirts. We could also put any jacket with this because it's neutral and any jacket would just look fab. I realized I've been ignoring her elevated footwear suggestion, and I don't know if I would wear this with loafers or if I would have ever considered wearing loafers. I don't typically go for a loafer if I'm wearing like a baggy wide leg jean. Yeah, I don't think that one necessarily applies here. Like, it's not that I couldn't wear it. You totally could. I just feel like the flat is a little bit more chic and sleek. I also wouldn't wear my loafers with my maxi skirts. So for this one in particular, we're sticking with the flats. Now, the one thing that I would do with this outfit and that I do love to do is to be a little bit more playful in the accessories arena and add some pops of color. I got these little flats from H&M last year, and this pop of red has done so much for my wardrobe in the summertime. I wear these nonstop and I need them to last forever because they're just the perfect fit and they're so comfortable. I have done European city strolls in these, okay, and they have stood up. These are comfortable walking shoes, and just wearing an all white outfit and then having a little pop of red, it's so fun. And I would also probably go a little bit matchy here with my little red tote bag. This is a little Longchamp shopper that I got actually at their outlet store when we were in Palm Springs earlier this year, and I feel like this little combination of accessories and shoes is going to be very much lived in for me this spring, summer. So that's my alternative to elevating the footwear and also being a little bit more playful with the accessories. And again, still very much wearable for at home and day-to-day strolling around. I think this definitely serves as a perfect in-between outfit. It's nothing too crazy. The pieces are still simple, but they're effective.
I actually think it's really helpful to have moments like these because it can be so easy to be influenced and swayed by the things that you see online or how you see other people's style items. And seeing it online and seeing it other people is so different to how it actually is incorporated in your own personal style. There are so many pieces that I see that I love and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have this. But then when it actually comes to my everyday getting dressed and wearing, I just reach for the simple everyday basics. I realize that happens over and over again, time and time again. It just becomes clear what you actually reach for, what you gravitate towards, and what you actually feel comfortable wearing. And I just find that me being a little bit more playful in the accessories department and adding pops of color in my shoes or the accessories or a pair of sunglasses, or just having a really nice pop of color as a piece of outerwear or a sweater to wear over top, like that's pretty much as exciting and as adventurous as I get for my everyday wear. When it comes to like event dressing, I definitely feel a little bit more playful and a little bit more fun, but that also just depends on what your lifestyle looks like and perhaps where you live in the world or what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Like I'm not going out and hitting the town rarely ever. I also spend a huge amount of time in my like athleisure and workout clothing. So it is interesting when I come to do these styling moments and like plan my outfits for my days and my weeks. I'm like, oh wow, we're simple creatures over here. We like what we like. But that being said, being influenced also sometimes brings us really magical pieces like those black fringed pants. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna be living in those. That was such an amazing find, and to Rach Adams, we love you for it. And I'm not gonna lie, between her and Laura, I do have a little summer clothing wish list building. There's a few pieces that I'd love to get my hands on. One being some culottes, some longer culottes, maybe a pair of like long baggy shorts that would go past my knee and kind of eradicate the issue that I'm having with like my jorts length problem, you know, with the whole footwear thing. Yeah, I think a pair of culottes would be great. I'd also really love a cropped cream jacket, like a little just loose nylon-esque bomber jacket. They are everywhere right now. I don't care. I'm a basic gal. I see it. I love it. I really want to add one into my closet. I'm like so thrilled with my yellow one, but I think like having that for a neutral option, like even a black would be amazing. Just like another little light jacket for the spring and summer. I have so many beautiful like coats and jackets that are part of my winter wardrobe. And then obviously like the second it gets warmer, I'm like, oh, I can't wear my leather. I'm so upset. That's like my go-to way to like spruce up an outfit and make it so fun. So maybe a neutral little jacket, that's definitely on the wish list. And then I'd also really love to get like a heel sandal, like a black kind of flip-flop wedge sandal. There's one that I saw on Zara that I really love and I'm like on the wait list for. It says coming soon. I'd love to get a pair of those. I think that would be really helpful even for an outfit like this, just to elevate it but still be like comfortable enough that I could walk around in, you know, looking for the wedge, a little bit more support. I think that would be great. So those are a few pieces on my clothing wish list as well. But with that being said, I think we've got the outfits planned. We've got our in-between outfits rocking and rolling. We've got a few new pieces that kind of made that possible and added a few more bits of fun and some beautiful inspiration that we've taken from some lovely friends on the internet, and then a few pieces that are on my summer clothing wish list. So would love to hear what you guys are loving right now. What are some pieces that are on your wish list? What are some staples that you have in your closet that you just reach for over and over again? Give us some in-between outfit inspo in the comments down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing mine. Thanks for hanging out with me today, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow for a new Everyday May video. Bye!